Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can clarify those existing energies with tarot. Alrighty, for my Capricorns. Alrighty, guys, so we have a solitude. Okay, so this is not surprising. We are in a no communication spread. So, you guys could be using this separation or utilizing this separation as a time to get some critical thinking done. It's like you don't have to feel alone, but it could be an energy of maybe feeling misunderstood or there's some sort of empty feeling here because there's a lot that you're holding in at this time, especially pertaining to your emotions. Okay. As far as solitude goes, I also feel like for many of you, it's this energy of maybe enjoying your own company or seeing things much differently now that you are not speaking to this person. Okay. So for many of you, it could be that while you were involved, in this connection, whether it was, you were having a harder time seeing past illusions or you were having a hard time seeing things for what they are, there's a sense of clarity now. Okay, you guys could even feel differently about this situation because I feel like during this time you are reevaluating all areas of it. Alrighty. Could be an energy of detoxing or releasing what no longer serves you, but the middle cards do talk about the mutual energy between the both of you. So essentially, I feel like there's this energy of, letting go of maybe negative thoughts, negative emotions, past memories that make you feel maybe not in the best way. Okay, this card is actually positive. That's why the sunflower is there. It has a lot to do with growth or something feeling a bit lighter than it has. So if you felt that this connection was, it felt burdensome in one way or another, or you felt like there was a lot on your plate when it came to this connection, or the responsibilities weren't really split and it was kind of one-sided, I see that weighing out for you, or you just feeling lighter is the best way for me to explain it here. Okay, many of you, you could be expecting some sort of progress here or some sort of confirmation when it comes to some sort of clarity you're going to receive. So I do see that here for you guys. Could be specifically in May, maybe some sort of treat that's coming forward, or you speaking to this person and being able to, talk about the things that you feel like you have been bottling up. So maybe like a heart-to-heart conversation here. And we have pleasure. Okay, so this card obviously talks about desire here, and something working out in your favor is essentially what I see in the last two cards, some sort of happiness. But what I'm being drawn to is your first and third card actually have the moon. So I feel like this is pertaining to emotions. Like it could be emotional fulfillment, some sort of path that you choose to take here, a brand new, gateway, for lack of better terms here, that you feel you're able to kind of open up or let go of the things that you kind of feel like have been weighing you down is essentially what I'm picking up on. Okay, now I also feel like for some of you with the moon there, it's a very high chance that you could be speaking about your emotions, or you're able to feel these emotions that you have been suppressing. For some time you feel like you didn't want to think about the situation, right? And of course this energy could apply to your person, but I do see an energy of one party here who has suppressed their emotions for some time, and so it's almost like not really coming to their senses, but being honest with themselves and dealing with the emotions that are resurfacing, dealing with the emotions at hand. All right. Alrighty, solitude. Okay, so we have two cards here. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so you're not sure if you want to nurture to this connection at this time. And it seems that, there's also this energy of your person wanting to come out the cold. So this is very contradicting. I feel like there's one party here who's choosing to no longer nurture this connection, and there's another party here who wants to mend things or solve things. Now, even if it's even if you're willing to forgive this person or you're willing to have a conversation, I feel like maybe for some of you it's for the sake of closure. Because with that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you don't feel like you want to nurture this connection. Of course, that's subject to change, but as of currently, there could be a barrier when it comes to trust. There could be, a lack of stability here because with the Pentacles, both of those are Pentacles, both cards are Pentacles. So it talks about the lack of stability. And this could result in you kind of questioning, do I want to put, all my eggs in one basket, or or maybe it's a question of yes or no. Do I want to invest in this again or no? Right? So I do see that happening here. Now, Five of Pentacles in reverse, it does talk about, wanting to come out of the cold or wanting to mend things after a period of stagnation, but it's still a mentality of lack. Essentially, it's still someone feeling like they don't know the right thing to say, or they don't have what it takes to make things right as of now. Is it an energy of wanting to make things right? Yes, but it's also an energy of not knowing how to do so. Sorry about that, guys. I do have a sore throat, so just bear with me here. So with the Temperance in reverse, clearly both parties are focused on the lack of reciprocity here. Many of you feel like in the past, like I mentioned, it was very one-sided. For those of you that feel like it was one-sided, that could have been the very reason why I was getting that word burdensome, like you feeling like maybe you had to take all the responsibility or you had more on your plate than this person did. Either way, you felt like things were not fair because it was not a two-way street. Some of you could be involved with a Sagittarius. They do rule the Temperance, but it's almost like both of you have this inner knowing that you guys could work together, but because of the lack of action or the mentality of lack, right? It seems that you guys gravitate more towards thinking about, well, why it wouldn't work or why you would not want to invest in it, right? And maybe for some of you that is the case. You feel like there's more bad than good. Each their own here, but I do feel like there's more of a focus on the lack or what is lacking here in this bond as opposed to what you guys do, the positive things that you guys think about this bond. Because it's not like you don't think you guys can't work together. You just feel like there needs to be this middle ground here. There needs to be this agreement to mutually put forth the effort. I feel like the main issue is a lack of reciprocity. Could be in a form of inconsistency, could be that your person picks and chooses when they want to invest in this bond here. Either way, you feel like it needs to be set fair or something needs to be just, right? Alrighty. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, definitely a lack of stability. It's like there's this desire to have a commitment, right? The Ten of Pentacles talks about someone who wants their, end all be all to be with you. But when we look at the Pentacles in reverse, there is just a lack of effort here. There's a lack of stability. Maybe the first time around, the emotions were here, but things were not being built on a stable foundation. So as the cookie crumbled, the main focus now becomes, okay, well, things didn't work out in the past. What is going to be different now? How are we going to attain the stability that we so badly desire? I feel like that's what's going through your minds. And Ten of Pentacles in reverse doesn't mean that it's not, this is not a bond that's capable of turning into a commitment, but it does talk about, it's more emphasis on the lack of effort. And that seems to be the advice behind the spread here, right? To put forth the practical effort, maybe one party getting tired of waiting. And more than that, definitely one party feeling like they do most of the work here. I feel like it's like very, like whether it's you or your person, a party here feels like it's very one-sided. Like if you know, they need to, if something goes wrong, they're the one who needs to fix it. Or if, you know, there's a separation, they need to reach out first. And that same party is getting very tired of being the one to fix things, being the one to kind of do everything, or so what it feels like. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, let's see. A lot of spying going on. Your person could be upset about what they're finding out, and that doesn't have to be in like a negative form, guys. It doesn't mean that they're hearing something bad about you. They could just feel that you're doing better without them. So then it makes them feel like they no longer have hope and, you know, working on things. It doesn't necessarily have to be like bad rumors or gossip or anything like that. But I do see there's a lot of spying going on. There's a lot of inquiring or curiosity, but I don't think you're aware of this because they're not communicating this to you, right? Like this is not something that, it's almost like attaining information about you, but not necessarily through you. This could be something else that rubs you the wrong way, especially because we already touched on the secrecy. Now, for many of you, it's like, you know, this person could be in a mentality of lack, where they essentially feel, that they don't know what to do moving forward. So what they do is they kind of see, like, it's almost like testing the waters or seeing what you're up to or assuming how you feel so that they can predict some sort of outcome. Right? So someone who wants to know the outcome of a situation before they actually put forth the effort is what I'm sensing. This could also be that there's an age gap here between the both of you, or, you know, the maturity levels differ. But for others of you, it could genuinely be that you feel when it comes to logical conversations, okay, and when it comes to like understanding each other, maybe that's where things kind of go left. Because when you have the Queen of Pentacles as well as the Page of Swords, there could be a lack of understanding. Like the way you perceive things versus how this person perceives things could be either like two extremes or like polar opposites here, or you just feel like even if you guys think about things very differently, there's like a lack of mutual agreement. So even like agreeing to disagree, right? Temperance. I feel like it's a very repetitive message here, Capricorn. I will say that I feel there's one party here, like I said, who feels very burdened by this connection because they feel like they have to kind of put forth most of the effort. And then there's an opposing party who is wanting to put forth the practical effort, but not necessarily being upfront about it. You know, when you have the Page of Swords, it could be kind of like a sneaky energy, or someone just, like I just, you know, the generic example, like I mentioned earlier, not to sound too repetitive here, but of course it could be someone inquiring about you, but not necessarily through you. Alrighty. So we have the Two of Pentacles that wanted to come out for you guys, as well as the Knight of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there's a major focus on an argument that took place, or a harsh exchange of words. It's like a very contradicting energy. Like it's between, you know, like wanting to speak to you, coming in with quick communication, but they don't really know what they want right now. You know, maybe you don't either, Capricorn, because it's in the middle here. So by you don't know what you want, maybe you're in the middle of deciding whether you want to actually, you know, invest in this for the second time or third time, you know, or do you just kind of want to draw your energy back? Maybe you feel like you're uncertain because there's a lot of uncertainty in the connection. Like if you feel like you are involved with an individual where there's a lot of secrets, how can you really make a firm decision when you feel like you don't know all aspects of it? So again, I feel like both of you are in a great period. Two of Pentacles could be symbolic for juggling or having too much on your plate, right? So if in the past there was some sort of juggling, if you confronted this person, it could have definitely resulted in some sort of conflict. Or the Knight of Swords in reverse is letting me know that this is someone who's very quick on their feet, which is great. They know what to say, which is great. But sometimes, you know, the con of that is someone who always wants to have the last word, or maybe someone who intentionally says something to get under your skin, right? So again, the main thing here is you guys want reciprocity, and you guys want a mutual understanding. You want to come to a mutual understanding, I should say. So definitely trying to gain more clarity here is what I see. 10 of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be read as a third party situation. Maybe you feel like the stability failed due to this person stepping out on the bond. If you know that you're not in a third party situation, this simply talks about the attention being one-sided. Like, it's such a repetitive message, so I don't want to sound like I'm just continuously telling you guys the same thing, but it's almost like, okay, maybe you feel like this person does great when you put them on a pedestal and when things are great, but when there's even like an ounce of negativity, or not even negativity, but like a misunderstanding, maybe you feel like it results in them avoiding the situation. Like, you want some sort of healthy balance here, not only when it comes to equal give and take, but also understanding, right? Also a healthy balance between expressing emotions but also being logical, right? And a healthy balance when it comes to really both of you pouring into this, not just one person, is what I see here. So my wonderful Capricorns, I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today, and thank you so much for your time.